fight put together, or the second time?
It wasn't really. It wasn't a little tough. It was very tough. You know, Triple G always puts on a big drama show in the ring. It's always exciting when he gets in the ring. This was a big drama show outside the ring with these negotiations. We were going back and forth for about a month with the positive test. Triple G felt, look, he's the Triple G's a champion. Out of respect for the champion, he should get 50-50. Then when we were going back and forth, he said, you know what? I'm going to make a concession to Canelo. If Canelo really thinks he's the A side, Triple G came off the 50-50 position. He came down. Canelo came up a little bit. We were very close, but we still, you know what they say, close but no cigar. We were close, but Eric and I couldn't close the gap, even though the gap at that point was just really small. We couldn't close it. We really were looking in a different direction. They were looking in a different direction. Golden Boy made up the deadline. We had the deal already made with Billy Joe Saunders. Triple G had no problems. He wanted naturally his first priority was the rematch with Canelo. That's who he wanted to get in the ring. But he had no problems if he had to fight Saunders, for example, undefeated champion, unifying another title. It's a lower profile fight, naturally lower on the financial scale, but he wasn't focused on the finances. He just wanted to have a competitive fight in the ring out of respect for the sport of boxing, and out of respect that he is a champion. He wanted to get what he felt was fair. After the deadline, Golden Boy had that deadline after the deadline about an hour. I thought the fight was dead. I told everyone. I told Tecate, I told the MGM, I told HBO. I said, look guys, Eric and I tried everything. They couldn't get Canelo up. I couldn't get Gennady to come down. We couldn't agree on the middle. I even at one point offered, you know what, Triple G, I'll put in some of my money to help bridge the gap. And he said, no, it has to come from Canelo or Golden Boy in order to make this deal out of respect. So even that solution didn't work. But at the end of the day, an hour later, after this was dead, it wasn't even on life support. This fight was dead for an hour. Eric called me up. He said, look, I talked to Oscar. We have one last proposal for you. We have a deal that we think is going to meet what Triple G has wanted. And when they made the proposal, the thing that made all that a lot more complicated, Triple G was in Moscow. I was in LA, Eric was in LA, Triple G's in Moscow, Canelo's in Mexico somewhere, and we're trying to put this fight together. He needs to get, naturally, Canelo's permission. I need to get Triple G's permission. Triple G was in Moscow for the opening ceremonies of World Cup. Somehow we figured out a way. An hour afterwards, they came back with that last proposal. It met what Triple G wanted. Within 5 minutes, he said, no problem, Tom, make the fight. Tell him I'm going to come and knock out Canelo this time. And that's how it happened. And I have to say, out of respect to both guys, this is the second time that they're going to get in the ring. Unlike a lot of guys, a lot of champions talking about fighting each other, but they can't figure out a way to make the fight happen. There's much more at stake in this fight than any other fight because the financial position in this fight is so much bigger. So instead of two champions talking about fighting each other, these guys not only fought one time, they're fighting a second time. So out of that fact alone, you got to respect both Triple G and Canelo.
Not only the money, huge ramifications for each guy.
Oh, absolutely. This is a legacy fight for both guys. This is, look, if Triple G wins this fight or retains his title, he breaks Bernard Hopkins' legendary record. Nobody thought anyone would break that record of 20 title defenses in the middleweight division. And if Canelo wins the fight, all of a sudden, not only is he the best middleweight, now he's in the discussion for best pound-for-pound fighter in the sport of boxing. He's going to unify the titles that we worked so hard to put together. That's another reason why Triple G took this personal and is so pissed off, because of Canelo's cancellation of the May 5 fight. It put that IBF title in jeopardy. IBF wound up stripping him because we were negotiating for the Canelo fight, and he's always wanted to unify the titles, and now he's pissed off about that. So he's not happy with Canelo at this point. Whatever Canelo says, why Clenbuterol got in his system, Triple G's not buying it. He's pissed off, and he just wants to get him back in the ring. As soon as the Nevada Commission clears him, and he passes all of his tests, Triple G's coming in there, and he's gonna be the hunter against the younger guy.
Can't wait. Thanks.
Thanks, Ed.